Hey folks, it's me again, and I'm in the Golf, but the more eagle-eyed among you might actually see on that seat over there that R, of course, is inverted, and the fact that it's a different color. Well, my good buddy Con has flown off to Japan with Mazda to review the new Mazda 3, so stay tuned for that. I think he's just landed. And he passed me the Golf R line to return to Volkswagen Passenger Cars Malaysia. And you know, I've got the GTI back home, and so now I'm driving this Golf R, and it really is, no kidding, there is a Golf for everyone. So this is the 1.4 TSI, okay, 1.4 engine, 4-cylinder, putting out about 150 PS and 250 Newton meters of torque. That's about 100 Newton meters less than the GTI, but it's also a lot cheaper. This car runs at about 147 or 150,000 ringgit. But it's every bit a Volkswagen. I mean, it's so well put together as well. And it's definitely a Golf. There's so much in here that reminds me of the GTI, except for one thing. There is... Okay, let's put it this way. If you have a budget for the 1.4 TSI and you're looking forward to buying the 1.4 TSI and this R-Line, which is the sound and style variant, I have no idea what that means because I'm not listening to the audio. But it is stylish. Okay, so back to what I was saying. If you've budgeted to buy the 1.4 TSI, you're looking forward to it, you want to own it, you know, this is an aspiration for you, do not drive the R or the GTI, okay? If you're going to buy the R-Line, just stick to the R-Line, just test drive the R-Line, you'll be happy with it and be done. Because if you drive the GTI after driving this, I'm so sorry. You're gonna want the GTI, and then you're gonna have to re-budget, and then maybe you drive the R and you'll be like, oh my god, I want the R, and then you have to re-budget again. So no, you know what? You like the R-Line? Get the R-Line. There's nothing wrong with this R-Line. It is actually very, very nice. Now, not everybody wants to drive like their ass is on fire, you know, every day. Some people do, but you know, more power to you. That's more power, baby. But you know, if that's what you like, by all means, do it. You know, do it. Drive like a but you know what? 0 to 100 in 8.4 seconds, 8.2 seconds. That's pretty damn good for a 1.4. So now, taken on its own, okay, not comparing it to the GTI and not comparing it to the R. All three are Golfs, of course, but not comparing it to any of its siblings. This car, in its own respect, is damn good, okay? Feel that. Okay, it doesn't have that pop. It's got a DSG gearbox, but it doesn't have that, you know, balls out kind of I don't know, Barry White gargling a NASCAR kind of sound. But it does have driving modes. Look, I've got 4 driving modes. All right, I've got Eco, I got Normal, I got Sport, and Individual. Right now I'm in Normal because I'm kind of running out of gas. Thanks a lot, Con, for giving me a car that only has about 80 kilometers worth of fuel in it. But it's going back home. But anyway, I digress. Fuel consumption is going to be better, you know, and definitely better because it's just a 1.4 versus a 2 liter in its other siblings. But all said and done, quite impressed with this R-Line. Now, if you scroll down into my videos, I mean, many moons ago, I think this was sometime last year, I did review this car, and this car has already got 5,445 kilometers on it. So it's been around the block a while. It's still smooth. Okay, it's still considered a new car. I mean, this is one thing that we can never comment about, okay? Reliability, longevity. This is something we cannot comment about unless I bought this car and gave you a long-term report. Now, long-term tests are very popular in overseas, in Europe, in America. Some reviewers there get cars for 6 months to test drive, and then they go through the whole rigmarole of maintenance and day-to-day driving and things that pop up, little niggles that pop up, you know, so they can comment about all this on an ongoing basis because they've got the car for 6 months. I've heard of long-term tests that last a year. Can you imagine getting a car for a year? I mean, who needs to buy a car if you're an overseas motoring media? You don't need to buy a car. Car manufacturers give you cars for a year. That's crazy. But over here, we get it for about 4 days, 5 days max. The longest I've ever had a car was over the Chinese New Year break. You can check out that video in my videos down here as well. It was the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTC. Can you imagine? A red AMG GTC for Chinese New Year. God bless you, Mercedes-Benz Malaysia. That was such a treat. Thank you so much. But yeah, I had that for 11 days. It's the longest I've ever had a test car, and what a test car it was. But anyway, I digress. Back to this Golf R line. It's got the R on the seat, as you can clearly see, but it also has a it's not really an R. I mean, there's only one Golf R. This is the Golf R line, okay, 1.4 TSI, but still a Golf through and through. As far as build quality is concerned, as far as appointments are concerned, as far as ride and handling and NVH and everything, it's through and through a Golf. All right, you're gonna get that same quality, that same feel of any Golf. You know, a Golf is a Golf. There's a Golf for everyone. I think that's their saying actually. There's a Golf for everyone, and this is just one of them. And I'm quite enthralled actually by this car, and it's a shame I've got to give it back. But then again, I've got the GTI back home, so that's more videos on that coming up. Tomorrow is Cars of Malaysia, so if any of you want to drop by a link and just say hi, the whole Evo Horizon team is going to be there, and yeah, we'll be around, so that should be quite fun. Even if you're not joining us on the drive, you can just, you know, drop by, say hello. The whole team's going to be there, except for Con, he's in Japan. But I'll be there, Bobby will be there, Beng will be there, Karok will be there. I think Karok will be there. But anyway, so there's a Golf for everyone, and that is certainly true. You don't have to have a 250,000 ringgit to spend on a car. You can spend about 150 for this, and I just went over some really bad roads, and it's just really nice. The suspension is of course tuned for a little bit more comfort than it is for sporty driving or sporty handling, and that's very livable. So if you're not the type to drive with your ass on fire every day, this is definitely something that you could consider. You can definitely consider. If you don't want anything local, you want something very nimble, a little bit sporty, quite stylish. That's where the sound and style comes in, I guess. Then yeah, you might want to consider this.
Keep right.
So there you go. Nice one, Volkswagen. Okay, to be honest, I've never been in the market for a Volkswagen. The only one I really liked was the Scirocco, and they stopped building it. I like the Scirocco because it looks so different from everything else out there. It does not look like your typical Volkswagen, and that's one of the things I loved most about the Scirocco. There's only been, what, 3 generations of Scirocco, and now there are no more. So whoever's got a Scirocco out there, especially if it's a Scirocco R, you have got a collector's item on your hands, my friend, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Yeah, the Scirocco's cool. But yeah, a Golf for everyone for a Golf. Nice. So, okay, stay tuned for a lot more. There's a lot more coming up. After Cars of Malaysia, we've got Evo Enduro. And you know what? I'm still undecided if I'm going to drive my 126 or my E30. Tell me in the comments which one I should drive. Which one do you think will be a better drive for Evo Enduro? 2,000 kilometers to and fro Phuket and back. Which car do you think will be a better drive? I'm not sure at this point in time. I might just flip a coin on the last day. On the morning of the drive, I might flip a coin and you know, decide then. Anyway, so again, it's been great talking to you. It's always a pleasure. Please keep the interaction coming. Please keep the comments coming. Like I said, I'll try and get to all of them. Let's see what the Sport can do.
400 meters, exit left, and then turn
Okay,
left.
you know what? Not to be bandied around with. It's only a 1.4, but its acceleration is pretty good. Okay, it's nowhere near GTI, of course, but it's good. Wow, used car lot. You know, I love old used car lots because they actually have some stuff in the back that really appeals to me. Oh, should I turn there? Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. You take care. Bye bye.